World War I, often referred to as the Great War, was marked by unprecedented destruction and carnage. Among the deadliest innovations of this conflict was the use of artillery barrages. This article explores the evolution of artillery barrages during World War I, their devastating impact on the battlefield, and the adaptations made by both sides in response to this deadly form of warfare. The birth of modern artillery. At the outbreak of World War I, artillery had already undergone significant advancements. The introduction of rifled barrels, breech-loading mechanisms, and more accurate firing systems had transformed artillery into a formidable weapon. However, it was during this war that artillery tactics reached new heights of lethality. The artillery barrage, a deadly weapon. Prelude to battle. Artillery barrages were often used as a prelude to major offensives. They served multiple purposes, including softening enemy defenses, disrupting communications, and instilling fear in the opposing troops. Creeping barrage. The creeping barrage was a tactic where artillery fire advanced incrementally ahead of the infantry, providing a protective shield behind which the soldiers could advance. This tactic aimed to suppress enemy fire and fortifications. Destruction and psychological impact. Artillery barrages unleashed a torrent of high-explosive shells that wreaked havoc on the battlefield. The sheer devastation, coupled with the constant bombardment, took a severe toll on the physical and mental well-being of soldiers. Adaptations and countermeasures. The widespread use of artillery barrages forced both sides to adapt and develop countermeasures. Trench systems. The advent of trench warfare was, in part, a response to the deadly artillery barrages. Trenches provided some degree of protection from shelling. Improved communication. Both sides invested in better communication systems to coordinate artillery fire and infantry movements more effectively. Gas attacks. The introduction of poisonous gas as a weapon was another innovation in response to the deadlock caused by artillery barrages. Gas attacks aimed to disrupt enemy trenches and break the stalemate. Counter-battery fire. Artillery units engaged in counter-battery fire to suppress and neutralize enemy artillery positions, aiming to reduce the intensity of barrages. Legacy and reflection. The art of artillery barrages during World War I left an indelible mark on military strategy and tactics. The staggering casualty figures and devastation associated with these barrages had a profound impact on the post-war world. Lessons learned from the war's unprecedented destruction led to efforts to limit the use of such weaponry in future conflicts. The experience of World War I underscored the need for international agreements and organizations like the Geneva Conventions to regulate the conduct of warfare. The horrifying reality of artillery barrages helped shape the trajectory of arms control and disarmament discussions in the 20th century. The use of artillery barrages in World War I was a brutal testament to the adaptability of warfare in the face of modern technology. These barrages reshaped the battlefield and inflicted unprecedented suffering. They challenged soldiers and strategists to find new ways to survive and succeed in the deadliest conflict the world had ever seen. In the end, the art of adaptability became a key factor in determining who would emerge victorious in this devastating war.